Because what is important in the current age of skepticism and of debunking is to remember that it is all of the Americans and people of all racial identities in the Americas who recognize and celebrate the opening of the American continent to the wider world. And what we have in the Americas today is a complex melange of peoples who live together and have worked out issues of the past together, but only because there was someone with the vision. Remember, by the way, that this is the aftermath of Hurricane Nate, I guess, who came from the coast off Africa and wended its way to the Caribbean, just as Columbus had done in 1492, and then took the westerlies back north to make his way eventually to Europe. So we are catching the tail end of that. Now, Columbus, let us remember, is the person to whom we owe the fact that we now know that there is a continent here and there was an Eastern Hemisphere there. Unfortunately, it must be admitted, Columbus never recognized that fact. He thought he was in what is now Indonesia. He thought he had made his way directly to the Indies, and defying all the evidence that other explorers of his own era following him were assembling, he continued to persist in claiming he had found the direct route to the Indies going west. That is one of several things that debunkers would note about Columbus. He also, in the spirit of the age, saw the strong as entitled to exploit the weak. He is accused of bringing European diseases that wiped out the indigenous population in some of the Caribbean islands. It must be noted, however, in redress, that those sailors with Columbus who were not entirely chaste during their time at sea. Well, at sea they may have been chaste, but when they got to land they were chasing native women, brought back with them what was variously called the morbida gallicana by the Neapolitans, the French disease, and by the French the morbida napolitaine, the Neapolitan disease, syphilis. So that killed off quite a few Europeans who were a little too frisky for their own good when they got back home. But the accomplishment that we are celebrating today is first an accomplishment of humanity. It cannot be denied that opening the Americas, what we now know as the Americas, to the rest of the world has been a huge step forward for civilization globally. And from that, for all of the abuses that were committed in the age of imperialism, the age of colonization, the era of exploitation, we were also building the foundations for more just and equitable societies than the indigenous had in the Amazon rainforests, or in on the altars where you had the daily sacrifice of a human being in Mexico City in order to ensure that the sun would rise again the next day. So it is a complicated history, but it took somebody of daring and of vision, an entrepreneur, you might say, at one level, but a person of enormous determination to lead folks into the unknown. People that calculated, educated Westerners knew the world was round, but no one dared to go those great distances into the unknown. Christopher Columbus did. And Italians in particular feel that he represents their connection to the vast enterprise that we call America. So let us celebrate Columbus, not for his sins, which were many, and not for his wealth, which was not much, but for his bravery and for his being on the cutting edge to open a new world and make the Americas